Whew. It's a bit cold today. What's going on? What's up, YouTube? What's going on, guys? So I know I've been saying this. I'm really bad at it. I've been saying this for a while now. But I will be back on this more frequently, I should say. I'm going to try and, keep up with my schedule. Drop a video, once every week. A lot of stuff's been going on, so I've been busy doing things like that. But for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you that are viewing this, I hope this information helps you. And for those of you that are already subscribed, like, comment, all of that stuff, thank you for your support. I know I've been dropping videos slow. I'm trying to pick it up. It's taking me some time, But, yeah, just wanted to say that I'm going to start adding, like, different videos to my channel as well. So I won't only be talking about the Air Force, but, I'm like really into cars and things like that. So I've been doing like small upgrades and like, working on my car, keeping it up and things like that. So every time I do something, now I'm actually going to make a video for it, because for my specific model, you like never really see it, if that makes sense. Like whenever I type in my specific model or type of car on like YouTube or whatever, I never really see anybody doing a video on it. So I'm gonna start doing that. But today, not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get into it. But I gotta run a few errands today. So right now, I know you can see I got my little silky do-rag on, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna head to the barber shop, get a fresh cut, and then I'm gonna head back upstairs and get into business. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see you then. All right, guys. So I just got my cut. I don't know if you can see it. Something like a little, just a little something, a little something. But yeah, so I'm gonna run to Walmart. Plans sort of changed. So originally I was gonna make my hair curly, but the way it came out, I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. But it's gonna be a good minute before I get my next haircut again. So like in case it starts, I still got hair on my forehead. In case it starts getting a little crazy, and like, I don't know, I just wake up one day and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make this curly. I'm gonna get some Eco Styling gel, and then do that up. But yeah, so I'm gonna run in here real quick, and then I drew a blank. Yeah, I'm running here real quick, get my Eco Styling gel, then I'm gonna head back, and yeah, we're gonna talk about what it's like, or my opinion on working security forces at the gate. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in a few. I'll be back, and yeah, we're gonna do this. All right, so I'm back at my dorm now. Well, not yet, but I'm going upstairs to it. I just lost my keys. No, I'm done. There we go. All right. So yeah. So, like I was saying, right? So I'm in the Air Force. My job is security forces. Now everybody knows. Well, if you don't know, for people that do know and people that don't know, security forces is basically military police, right? And a lot of people, you probably hear a lot of people say, "Oh, that job sucks. That career feels whack," or something like that. But really, all I have to say is, it's more of what you make it, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's more of what you make it. So for me, right, for instance, I just got to my base not too long ago. I've been on flight for about 3 months now, I would say. Yeah, been on flight for about 3 months. Why are they yelling? Jeez, I don't know what is going on. Putting in new cameras, but ooh. Here we go. All right. So yeah, so like I was saying, I've been on flight for about 3 months now, and being that I just got here and I'm learning the job and everything, they're not really gonna put me on other jobs that require like law enforcement duties. You know what I mean? So like basically like patrol, where you go out and you respond to different situations that happen and things like that. So I wouldn't really be getting put on that type of stuff yet until I get certified. So as of now, I'm just at the main gate. So what I mean by main gate is like, you know, if you've never been to a military base before, or you're trying to just, you know, find out all this information, when you drive to a military base, there will always be a gate that you have to go through. And at the gate, there will always be 2 people posted there. And those guys are security forces members, law enforcement. And basically, they're there to check and make sure that the person that's trying to come on base is allowed to. Make sure that they're not a terrorist, you know. They're not trying to do anything to harm anybody on the base, things like that. Right, and they're also there for like just vigilance. So they're trying to make sure there's no drugs being brought into the base. There's no prohibited items, you know, any weapons, things like that. So if you actually work on base and you live on base and you have your own personal weapon, you can bring that with you, but the only thing is, as soon as you get to the gate, you have to tell the gate guard or the defender, which we're called, you know. But tell them, and then they'll give you like a little paper telling you that you have to go to the armory, you have a certain amount of time, and you have to turn in your weapon for the day. And that's only till you leave base. So we're not keeping it, we're just holding it. And then you get it back, you know? So basically it's like that. But honestly, to me, a lot of people complain, say they have problems with it. I really don't see no problem with it. I don't have no problems with it, you know? A lot of people say it sucks because they're stuck there for a while and it's boring, things like that. Hey. Excuse me. So, hey, that's just, you know, their opinion. My opinion, I got there and I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to do this, you know. This is what I have to do. I'm gonna be here for the next year or 2 working this job, so I might as well get used to it, you know. I might as well enjoy it while I'm here. So basically, for me, I don't think it's that bad because you're posted there with 2 people. So say for instance you're put on a 10-hour shift, right? 10-hour shift, 8-hour shift, right? There will always be 2 people posted at the gate. One person that's already certified to work entry control, and then it would be you, the new person, you know. So out of that 10 hours, really, it's more like 5 hours that you're actually working, if that makes sense. So there's 2 people, right? Say we get there, okay, we decide to split it up. So every hour we're gonna take turns on checking IDs. So for instance, right, we just got to the gate. First person is out there. He's gonna be outside the gate shack for an hour checking IDs. You know, he's gonna be doing that part. Me on the inside, since there's only there's already somebody checking IDs, really what you can do is like, it's sort of like a free hour, if you get what that means. So it's sort of like break time. So at that point, that's when you can like familiarize yourself with all the stuff in the gate shack. You can study your OI and your SSIs. If you have to pay any bills or make any phone calls, things like that, you can do things like that. If you want to read a book, you know, you can do things like that to keep yourself occupied so you don't fall asleep, which would be really bad. Don't do that. Or get bored, you know. I wouldn't say don't do that because that's like sort of impossible, but you know what I mean. And then you guys switch. So that's one thing. That's one good thing I see about it. So like if you need to catch up on any homework, if you're doing schooling while you're in the military, you know, you can do that because you have every other hour. You take a break, do some homework, read, whatever. And then when you do switch and it's time for your turn to check IDs, it's really not bad whatsoever until like, you know, you have to deal with people that have like an attitude or things like that, which in my opinion, I'm just like, hey man, if you got a problem, that's your problem. I can't really help you with that, you know. Most I can tell you is, okay, your ID's good, have a good day, enjoy your day, you know what I mean. That's pretty much it. But yeah, so like I just see it as like a way to get out there, you know, like you start to get noticed. Well, not noticed, but you start to familiarize yourself with like people that are on the base. So like the base commanders, the chiefs, all the officers, things like that. People within your squadron that you haven't seen before or haven't seen yet, you know. And what time is it? Oh, I gotta start getting ready for work. And things like that, you know. And like I see it as like, hey, say some person does come up and they are having a bad day or whatever, right? Just me by like, you know, they coming to see me on the first face they see, and like I got a big old smile on my face, you know, like that. And I'm just like, hey, how you doing? You know, ask them about their day. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good to hear. Well, I hope you have a good day, right? That right there can go a long way because, you know, for some people, who knows? You never know. That right there, you could have helped them start off their day, you know, being good. Uh, or, you know, just like put a smile on that person's face if you crack a little joke. Only thing about that is like you have to be careful with like, you know, what jokes you say, things like that. It has to be like, you know, family, fun, friendly joke. And like, you know, non-inappropriate, all that, you know, like appropriate jokes that like people will laugh at, you know, and things like that. And then like you never know, you could make that person's day, you could make their day go better, you can make their day run smoother or whatever, just from you being that first person there. You know what I mean? And like really, that's more on like my take on working the gate. And then the other thing is like when you're working the gate, you're not really gonna be there for like the rest of your life. That's not gonna happen because there's like a whole bunch of different positions within security forces and things like that. Draw getting stuck. There's a whole bunch of different positions and things like that that you can do within security forces, you know. So really, that's what I'm saying. It's more on you and how you take it, you know. The faster that you learn stuff and the better you know your job and you pass all your QCs and your tests and things like that, your hands-on test, the faster you will like move up into like different positions. So right now, I didn't take my test yet to be certified at the gate. That will be coming up in about a month or so. And then once I'm certified, then I'll be able to eventually, you know, start working towards becoming a patrol unit, which means that's when I'll ride around the base and, you know, do things like that, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so that's pretty much like my take on being security forces working at the gate. If you have any questions or if I forgot to mention anything, you know, anything like that, feel free to text me, message me, whatever, leave a like, comment, you know, subscribe to the channel if this helped you. I can't really speak for other jobs and career fields because, you know, I'm not in that. I'm sorry. Can't help you. I'm doing my best. But, yeah, so this is what I got. That's basically just my opinion on it and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? You won't know for a fact until you try it out yourself. That's basically, like, the best thing I could tell you. But, yeah, so subscribe, leave a like, comment. I'll leave my Instagram down below in the description and my Snapchat if you guys want to hit me up. But yeah, so channel's gonna be going in a new direction. I'm gonna try and start posting more often, once a week. Not only Air Force stuff, like I said in the beginning, but me working on my car because I like to do that. That's just a hobby. But yeah, so alright guys, I'll see you in the next video then. Hopefully you stay around. Hopefully this helped. I'm out. God's plan. I can't do this on my God's plan.